Welcome to day one. The first concept we're going to be looking at today is stress. Of course, right? What is stress? We need to know what something is or what causes it if we hope to really overcome it properly. If not, we're just going to be throwing things at it, hoping something is going to stick. So, what we want to do here is actually change how you stress. But first, what is it? Stress is not the amount of tasks you have, your to do list, the amount of items you're juggling on one day. Why? Because one person, for example, if someone's been working at a grocery store for many years, actually having a day that's busy is exciting because it makes your day go by quicker, right? While someone else working at a cubicle, if they have several things, several tasks they have to do that day, and the way they're focused on the task is that each thing they do is a something where they're going to have to prove themselves, right? Kind of like an exam. Then the more tasks, the more exams you feel you have to take or you have to prove yourself. Now that perception is stressful. So as we see, it's not the tasks, it's the perception of those tasks. And both you and your body are going to reflect that perception. A good example. There's a great TED Talk on making stress your friend. I'll post it below. The researcher on this TED Talk realized that for many years she told her patients that stress is really bad for you. But then she realized that actually that's not true. It's our perception. She had been telling her clients how bad it is, how they had to avoid it. But then she realized that people that actually took situations as an exciting challenge, for example, that just leaned into a problem instead of trying to avoid it, their bodies actually like fired up at all cylinders, right? It was running beautifully. The valves opened up, blood was pumping even better than usual. It's like everything became more effective and efficient. And she discovered that just the change in attitude from fear and bad to an exciting challenge caused the body to react completely different to the same amount of tasks. One area where you can start changing how you stress is how you deal with any symptoms you experience and how you deal with the additional challenges that symptoms can create in your life. So let's do a short exercising regarding a particular symptom that really triggers you. Okay, so take a piece of paper and you're going to, in a moment, you're going to write a letter to this part that is experiencing that particular symptom. Okay, so if it's bladder, maybe it's the muscles of your bladder, or if it's foot spasms, it's your right big toe, wherever it is. Do not use myelin. I'm going to talk to my myelin because myelin has been blamed for too many things. We're going to leave those poor guys alone. Focus on the body part experiencing the symptoms. So if it's MS hugs, it's the muscles around your rib cage. Okay? Make sure to focus only on one, and you can repeat this exercise several times if you want. So on this sheet of paper, you can use a paper, you can use your keyboard, better a paper. That, as I'll say in other days as well, there's more of a subconscious communication when we use our hands, even if you can't write properly or you get terrible handwriting right now. There's something about that connection to the body as you communicate to it, right? If it's not possible, you can also dictate it to your phone. So you're going to be telling your body what you think about what is happening in that area. For example, if I'm focused on my right big toe that numbs, I might say, I don't like feeling numbing. It's making me nervous, not knowing what's going on. I just don't like it. It's not supposed to happen. Then you're going to tell your body what feelings you have about those symptoms happening in that body part. So, for example, I might write about, I feel like something is wrong, or maybe I'm broken, or I feel, sad about this happening in my body. Whatever emotion you have, including I feel rage, right? I'm angry. What the heck? Will you stop doing that already? I'm doing everything right. Why are you not healing? Okay? Now, it's your turn. So, with your paper, talk to that body part. You can say, hey, dear, whatever the body part, and tell it what you think about what is happening in that area. What's your opinion? Tell that body part also what you feel about what's happening in that area of the body. How are you emotionally with that's happening there? Write that. And if you need more time, you can pause this recording. Now, put this paper in front of you where you can read it easily. And then close your eyes. As you close your eyes, feel your buttocks sitting on the support there. Notice your breathing, how far down your lungs and into your chest it goes. That's it. And as you relax here for a moment, I want to invite you to actually become that body part. That big toe, your chest, whatever it is that you've been writing. Become that part. As you become it, notice how big you are. If that part had a particular color that reflects that, what color are you being? What does it feel like to be that body part? You might even touch that body part to help you connect with it if it's easy enough. And as this body part, open your eyes. As this body part, read the messages your person has just written to you. Notice what it's like to receive those messages. Your first reaction. Was it hard to receive? Hard to be the brunt of all that? Do these words remind you of anyone in childhood? Any situations? Does this attitude remind you of anything? As this body part, is that attitude you're receiving helping you heal? Yeah. And now return back to self. That attitude is not an attitude of healing, and it could be quite stressful both for yourself and that body part. Because your body isn't doing it on purpose. It's not trying to make you miserable. What I suspect is that that symptom started after a period of time where there was a lot of stress and your body was just trying to keep you safe. It's just gone on for far too long. I always tell my clients that it's like these body parts and their symptoms, they have PTSD. and they react to anything that remotely looks like, smells like, tastes, and emotionally feels similar to that time, maybe up to 6 months before that symptom that you're focusing on, right, appeared. Okay, now coming fully back to self, you might even touch your head just to focus. I am now my adult self, the day to day, sitting here or lying here. And as this adult self here, realize that it's been hard on your body as well. And that true healing doesn't include rejecting or pushing or cursing any part of you, any part of your body. It's about listening to what these parts are holding for you. I like to think of these body areas that express these symptoms as young parts of you that are still holding pains, disappointments, conflicts from a very long time ago. Things that are seeking healing inside of you at a very deep level. What would a very young, traumatized part of you want to hear from you, and how? So let's play with a different attitude of how you work with and treat this body part. So now close your eyes. And I want you to take a moment to connect with your heart. And from this place, connect to the unconditional love that maybe you experience watching a sunset, or a puppy, or a baby. Whatever it is that helps you connect to that unconditional, deep heart space and love. Take a moment to do that. And notice where you experience that love. I suggested the heart, but perhaps it's in the chest or on the shoulders or radiating around you. And now from this place and this attitude, this place of love and connection, perhaps, talk to this body part now. Tell it perhaps even the opposite of what you just said before. Invite it along on your healing journey. Accept it even, just as it is right now. It's gone through a lot. Softly talk to it. Send it this loving energy. Even hold it if you can. Tell it is safe now. Tell it you are going to listen from now on. That you will no longer ignore its needs or push it to do things it doesn't want. You are allies. And whatever else you want to add to that. You see, the first step to making changes in your symptoms and reducing stress and stressing over MS is changing your attitude towards your symptoms and towards your body. Your body is your number one ally. It has been there through thick and thin. So don't try to leave it behind or force it to get in line on your journey to health. I hope to see you and your body tomorrow with our next stress kit day, where we will be looking at emotions and how to harness those to de-stress.